set, 3, 2, 1, launch! Couch potatoes, what the is up? What the is up, couch potatoes? Clem, you have to beep those immediately.
What the is up? Oh, that's right. We have to censor.
We have to censor for the first 30 seconds.
Oh, so we did it in the first 3 seconds.
The first 3 seconds. We misinterpreted. So Clem has to add beeps on those. We can't swear.
Okay, no, guys, we got this. We
can do this.
Hey, what the frick? What the frick is up?
What the flippin' is going on, dudes?
What the?
Yeah, Andrew.
What the is going on?
Andrew, let's not get started. Oh, welcome back, everybody, to the Couch Kids Podcast, episode 47. I'm Ari.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Colton.
And we are back, baby.
We are so back.
Yeah.
And we are audio only.
We are so back. Well, you guys saw us, and we got the message loud and clear, and we went back in the cave.
They said, I never want to see your face again.
Yeah.
Please, only for my ears.
And that was my mom, too. That was really unnecessary, mother, but that's fair.
She said, don't do that to my eyes, only assault my ears, please.
I said, oh, only a face a mother could love. And she said, well, we could debate that. And that...
And then she walked away.
She
didn't debate it.
A mother. Not this mother.
How you guys doing? Woohoo! What's going on?
Dude, we're good.
Aren't you so excited?
I love night records,
dude,
man.
Oh,
Dude, he gets
night record.
jazzy at a night record.
Oh, dude.
We just got back from our trip. This is our first time getting back together.
All three of us?
How's the ride over here, guys?
Ride in was great.
Not too bad, right?
Not too bad at all.
Hopefully not too bad for you.
I mean, for me, it's always rough.
You don't have an excuse.
Instantaneous.
You don't have an excuse. Yeah, like...
Well, I got to put my shoes on.
Colton, it's almost like, when you're riding the canals in Amsterdam. Oh, they don't have that. They don't have that here.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in the canals and
dude, yeah,
those bridges are...
It's so walkable.
It's probably like the LA River, right? Like when you cross, like in Glendale.
Andrew,
and you walk
no.
over
would say
Andrew doesn't know, though. I don't think that's right. He wasn't. But... No,
That's okay.
Andrew,
it was so boring.
Yeah.
So
who wants to go in like the most beautiful canal you've ever seen?
Rated one of the happiest
Yeah, no.
I had the dog house.
What?
You went to the dog house fast food
house.
restaurant chain?
Yeah, that's got to be similar, right?
I mean, they have
it's like
sausages.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the Amsterdam. They say like, oh, welcome to the dog house. We are the Amsterdam of Burbank, California.
They said that there?
No.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
well,
Amsterdam.
It's like
similar.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Are you gonna have pancakes? I mean, they're just crepes. They're Dutch
They're
pancakes.
beautifully
are just
handcrafted.
Yeah, beautiful.
Dude,
I'm aware of what a crepe
the
is.
syrup was awesome.
Dude, out of this world.
Yeah.
But it's like IHOP. You love IHOP.
Yeah,
I do love IHOP.
And we love taking you to IHOP.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it when you call me
And
at
don't you
3 a.m. and you want to go to
I
IHOP.
go to IHOP and you're like,
24 hours.
Andrew, what do you say when you call me and you want to go to IHOP at 3 a.m.?
I say, I need that double stack in this double stack. And then I open my mouth, but you can't see it's over the phone. So
I mean,
it's
it just
silent
kind of
for a
sounds
little
like
bit.
it kind of sounds like.
So I go,
And I put the whole phone in my mouth.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I talk.
Yeah.
And then I go, Andrew, did you hang up? Did you fall back asleep? Are you still there? And then you're,
Noel's like, get the phone out.
I just hear his
Calling Colton at 3 in the
I
morning.
hear his uvula slap the phone mic. Yeah.
He throws up all over it.
Woo!
He's covered in syrup.
Mean jokes aside, we just got back from
Amsterdam, yeah.
And this is our first record together after probably
2-3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to squeeze some stuff in, but this feels like the first true record in a while. But yeah, we went to Amsterdam. Andrew, unfortunately, very sadly, and I don't mean that sarcastically, like truly sadly was not there, where we were like, Andrew would have liked this.
Yeah, there's a lot of times being like, Andrew would have loved this.
It's fine.
And then we got over it after we landed.
It's okay. I talked to my parents, so that was...
And Andrew, you guys, the Couch Potatoes at Home, got a beautiful episode with Andrew's parents. You met the parents.
Yes,
and you got a amazing Jar Jar Binks short.
Andrew, you saw Star Wars.
That's what I did. A movie I could have just watched at home.
And talked to your parents on your podcast.
Whoa.
That's so successful.
Oh, so much fun,
Did they
dude.
ask you, were they like, how much money did you put in this?
It's the first thing my mom said. If you listen
She
to
looked at the setup?
if you listen to the thing, Clem, throw in the clip of my mom going, "This looks expensive, Andrew."
This stuff looks expensive, Andrew.
It's right at the beginning.
It's the first thing she says, and then she goes,
yeah.
"What the hell is this?" And I go, "It's a Keyblade, Mom."
I love that she picks that. She clocked that immediately.
Immediately,
like,
yeah.
the
So
fuck
much
is
crap
that
in my
thing?
office.
That's
Was it
amazing.
your office? That tiny little
my
office?
office.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
True.
cool.
I
Yeah.
fit them in.
So funny.
Nothing to make it look like we're successful than jamming them in your closet.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out, check out
It's a
Andrew's
really good ep-
episode
it's a really
with his
good
parents.
episode.
Yeah,
You'll be able to see where Andrew gets his quickness. Very, it's very obvious.
he's our dog, our witty dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, genuinely, how was Star Wars Episode 1 in theaters?
It's amazing.
When was the last time you saw it?
Probably high school. When they re-released it in 3D when 3D was like they're
Oh,
bringing
yes.
3D back.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
And then, dude, it was awesome, and everybody at the theater was like jazzed
Having
about
a
it.
fucking
They
ball,
were
dude.
having the best time.
Yeah.
Misa Okidoki, like it was fantastic,
Dude.
Were people like mouthing or like saying the things?
I was gonna say, did they say this is pod racing?
Yeah, this is pod racing.
There was cheers.
Was
There were cheers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You gotta do that.
They had a whole child's choir in the back doing Duel of Fates. It was incredible.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
What about when Jar Jar Binks first showed up? Did people clap?
No, they just had a wet guy walking through, going incoherent,
Oh, what man?
just a wet man. Yeah, who had eyes a little bit higher than a normal human.
Not
so
even
he,
wearing a costume. They
No.
just pushed his eyes.
eyes up a little bit. Yeah.
Good Lord, sounds great.
So that's what I did. Please hit me with some Amsterdam stuff.
Okay, so Amsterdam is beautiful city in the
Yeah.
Netherlands on the canals. It's a port city, and we just spent a week there doing a lot of
That was a foghorn.
Oh, I thought you
I
said
thought he was
boring.
I thought he was gonna be like boring.
I should have done
I
that.
mean, like snoring.
better.
Dude. Holy shit.
better.
Could you imagine?
But
Okay.
yeah, we spent a week there. We stayed kind of near city center, so we did a lot of like the touristy stuff, and then we
Yeah.
spent some time outside of the city. It was just a very peaceful, lovely city. It's just
Dude, it's crazy. It was my first time in
Yeah.
Europe too. Which
oh shit.
I keep telling people like it's like when you go to Europe, you're like, this is some old world shit that's just like I can't relate to because I'm pretty much I've only ever been in America really, and you're like Amsterdam is like 700-year-old city, and United States is like what 200 fucking years. Like
Yeah.
it's
You like
kind
go
of crazy.
any place in LA and they're like, "This is Pink's Hot Dogs. It's the oldest building in America.
Yeah.
built in 1972." And you're like, "Oh,
It can't be true, but it is somehow.
Yeah.
unfortunately, Pink's Hot Dogs."
Pink's Hot Dogs is
It's
the
a
oldest
dude,
building.
yeah. It is wild. Some of the facts that were because we did a boat tour the first night we landed, and that was one of my favorite things. Where it's
I
like you
agree.
just because the canals are all connected, so this like really funny skipper, and I can't remember his name. We were high out of our mind.
We did this boat tour through the canals through this company called Those Damn Boat Guys.
Yes.
They're really cool. They're like a private group, and basically we got like our own little boat and a skipper.
Clem,
So
I'm gonna
this-
throw some pictures up.
We'll throw some pictures up so people, if you're watching on YouTube, you can check it out. But it's really cool. So all 6 of us get in this boat. This is our first night there, so we don't know the lay of the land at all. But this guy's going to take us around in the canals and talk about it, the city and stuff. But he stumbles around the corner. There's a dog with him. When you first see this guy, you're like, oh my God, is that our boat guy? Like he's like drunk. Like he must be like high. Like I was like, this guy's for sure drunk.
It just looked like an old man.
He's like an old
just
man.
Like an old man. It looked like he had been drinking. He was very like red, and he's just like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
like
he was super like rough around the edges, like
No
loosey
accent
goosey
whatsoever. Just like
But he has this dog, so that made everything immediately better.
we all
because,
started cheering the moment we saw the dog.
yeah, her name was
The dog?
Sarcha. Yeah,
The
dog
dog. The
is the
dog's the
captain.
captain.
yeah.
Dog jumped onto the boat. No help needed from the docks. Went right onto like the top and had a little bed nested.
And nested.
Knew what to do.
It was really cute.
Sick.
Yeah, we loved it. And then
fucking awesome.
this dude
Drove the boat.
gives us a cooler full of beer, Pringles, and then he gives us a spliff.
Yeah, he's like,
damn.
have you guys gotten weed yet? And then we were like, oh no, like they tried to go get it, but the place closed. He's like, nah, I got some.
Yeah.
He just like gave us some. Yeah,
I think his only request was like that he got to hit it too, and we're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Damn.
So we were like
Yeah.
passing it around, and then
the
we
dog
and-
took some too.
Yeah, the dog.
He had a Heineken too. He goes. I'm trying to do. What does a dog sound like when it's like? Oh yeah. Like high, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But yeah, he took us around. He was giving us like these crazy factoids of like the city was built on sand. So like you'll just
Yeah.
see these like buildings that are like sinking and like tilted and like
It's literally a city built
insane.
on sand and swamp.
Yeah, so it's like compressing and they have to like put these like
Seems like a good idea.
old,
It seems like an idea
all the
that
old
will...
wood beams are rotted through, so there's so much retrofitting that needs to be done.
You know what sucks is
and-
like there's such that infrastructure is so insane, but still like 101 it will burn and explode before like their city sinks
into like a sinkhole for sure.
Foundation
yeah, they are people who seem very proud of their society. And
I totally
think
agree.
one of the things we all took away was that they are like a people of tolerance. Like that's their whole thing where they're like, we don't have to agree with you, we don't have to like love you, but we tolerate you.
Yeah.
So he was like showing us things where it's like, oh, this is like a cathedral that's been here since the 1700s. They are like part of the fucking like crusades and shit. And it's like, this is the most ancient thing here. And across the way is like a gay strip club with like the windows open, blasting.
It's like we don't like it, but we tolerate it.
And it's like they're not trying to like close them down or anything, or
like that was his point he was making. He was like no, like we enjoy putting these things next to each other because it like forces them to tolerate each other.
Yeah, they
That's cool.
they
and
tolerate
it's really
each other.
cool.
Yeah.
And
forced toleration.
Literally, he showed us one where he's like, all right, check this out. He goes, see that window right there? That's a red light window. He goes, next to it, see the green flag there?
A nunnery.
We're like, yeah, kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, and then like across the way is a church.
It's
like
it does. There's no problems. People just kind of like stick to their own thing.
Yep.
They mind their own business. And
Separation of church, state, and ass. That's what we love.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what we love.
Hell yeah,
clean, brother.
And I feel like that resonated with us a lot.
Yeah, we
It's
loved
like-
it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Because you guys don't tolerate anybody. You guys are one of the most bigoted people I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
So I'm
episode
glad-
where Colton called in. Are you kidding me? Are
well,
you
all
kidding
right,
me?
wait, that's a discussion we need to save for another
Nope.
time, boys.
Nope. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
I
This
don't
discussion.
think
You were there.
I don't think I contractually allowed you to use my voice
And
like
there's
that.
like he just gave us a lot of like things that have happened with the city where they're like, oh, they tried to build an 18-lane highway through the city, and the city collectively came out and was like, no, we're not going to let this
fuck
happen.
you,
Hell yeah.
and like
Yeah.
rioted,
And like rioted, and because of that, now they have like these like beautiful canals. They like they prevented any sort of like super highway like car culture to invade this city. It's like there's like more bikes than people.
There's
Like,
bikes,
kindergartners, and
prostitutes,
and people of the night holding hands
Yeah.
against the people trying
that's
to
the beauty of it. That's the beauty of
but
it.
it is,
though. Yeah.
and it's really cool too, because like one of the things that you notice right away when you're there is, and he pointed out on the boat too, but he's like, look, so we're in this is like a party district, right? And then you turn a corner, and it's dead silent.
Quiet. Wild.
Like it'll just
like-
suddenly
it's like
it'll be a
unsettling,
neighborhood that's just like dead
It's
quiet.
like, that's their like suburbs. It's
quiet
And they
district?
just respect like like as soon as you go down a certain street, quiet. Like
Yeah.
you don't
like you
you're
don't
not
fuck
making
around
fucking
here.
noise. Like people, and it's nuts because it would never happen here. You
No,
know what I
no,
mean? Like
Did you turn another corner and it's like Mad Max? It's just like, this is a quiet corner.
This is
This is a party corner.
the
and
stadium.
over there
apocalyptic. Yeah.
yeah.
is the Thunderdome. And
Thunderdome.
if you want to go into the Thunderdome, you come in. I don't know if you're going to come out.
Yeah.
You might
And
not come out.
We respect the districts.
That's kind of how. But they're like, but we tolerate each other.
Yeah.
I don't know how
And,
good my Amsterdam accent is, but
Well, it's
I don't
hard.
know- I don't know what your
We were
Dutch
struggling
is,
to pin
yeah.
it down too. The best, I think Anna put it best when she said it's the three little pigs from Shrek.
oh, okay,
He huffed and he puffed.
okay. Well, that's gonna change. All right,
And
that's
it's
gonna change. some things.
insulting, and I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
accurate, but it's
Yeah.
that's like what we know.
Poofed and he poofed.
And we,
Yeah.
Colton, we would know since we were there for 6 days.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the tourist center. Okay, cool.
We
Yeah,
would know
we
exactly
should know.
how
We should know.
people
We should be able to
sound
educate you. There was like there's another really cool thing where there's like a guerrilla community gardening where like
yeah.
because it's like
Guerrilla?
it's like
Like,
you know like guerrilla warfare where it's like the
Oh,
people's thing
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like so the way the streets are laid out where it's like tall skinny apartment buildings, homes, street, canal, like that's like usually how it's laid out. And like one neighborhood, like they just like found a patch of grass and just like took it over and made a community garden. Like it's not official, like no
Yeah.
one's stopping it because it's like flourishing, so it's just like hanging over the edge of the canal.
Man.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's their kind of thing. They're like, oh, like someone saw their neighbor doing that and like supported them. They didn't like call any
Dang.
cops on them. They just
The
they were like,
gorilla garden.
Yeah, the guerrilla gardening was sick.
Dude, I was thinking of this. This is the planet of the apes district. Ape strong, garden strong.
Dude, another thing that was insane as we're driving by, he's like, you see this going on over here? It's this like plastic yellow bin. And like
fuck,
three
yes.
dudes are like
Yes.
standing up against it. And he was like, so when you piss, you like create or you release like something that's like phosphate, and you need phosphate for fertilizer. He goes, so since the invasion of Ukraine, he goes, we are having trouble at getting phosphate. So in these drinking districts, we set up these like giant tanks, and you walk up to them and you piss in them.
Andrew, the amount of just like public pissing through but established public pissing spaces.
Yeah.
So there was like these just like closed off gates where it's like you just piss here.
You go around the corner and you piss behind this like closed off shed.
If you put one right in a nursery, we believe in it.
No, they're all over Burbank, but just not covered.
And it's hilarious too because they're like these little gated things where it's just like you like people can't see you,
right?
But they can see your legs, you're in it. They're like, oh, someone's in there, and then you see the piss, like.
Oh, dude, we saw somebody pissing straight up. Like, I just saw a full dick and piss like at one of the tanks because it was like facing us. But like, I don't know, they don't really give a shit.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's very like,
what a world.
I'm sure they don't like love seeing it, but it's like, it's not like
tolerated.
It's tolerated.
They tolerate it, dude.
They tolerate
and they're like, you're helping out. Like, we need the phosphate.
Yeah. So he's like, so please piss in our tanks. If you're going to go out and you got to pee. Find a tank, piss in it. It'll give us fertilizer.
You're helping the war.
You're helping the war. Wow. Against the apes.
Don't buy.
The apes district has gotten out of control.
It's a gorilla garden.
It's taking over the canal.
It's growing. It's growing.
There's just like, I don't know, like we went a little bit outside the city. We saw the windmills, the Zanshan's windmills.
Yeah.
Very, very cute, idyllic little town.
Yeah. The Clog building.
Went to a couple museums, which are,
Van Gogh.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. There's a lot of like, we just stopped by like a lot of like, little like breweries and cafes. We were always like grabbing a drink by the side. It was,
dude, that was the other thing that shocked me too. Like, so again, like this is my first time in Europe, so I wasn't really familiar with this, but when you eat out, dude, they don't care how long you stay there.
Yep.
And they don't
give you the check either.
They don't bring you the check. They're like, I'm not fucking with you. Like, you just chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And my like Americanized brain was just like, we need to go. Like, it's been 40 minutes. We can't sit here.
Yep.
Yeah. You feel this like anxiety that you're like taking up a space, but dude,
they do not care. You just are supposed to go slow and be chill and merry.
You're supposed to be like drinking from 5 to like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Just like, it's cool.
And
nice.
The first night we were there, we had dinner, and the people next to me, it was just two dudes like at a table.
They were there for so long.
They were there. They probably stayed longer than us. Like, and they weren't even like talking the whole time. Like, they'd be like, yeah. So how's that? And it's like, yeah, no, it's good. And then they would just like look off and they'd chill for a little bit. And then they'd be like, oh yeah, so this happened. And it's like, oh,
there's no rush.
And it was like,
whoa.
It was driving me insane because like, I couldn't go home possibly deal with that. Yeah,
because it feels like you're taking up a space, but it's like,
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, they're usually like, there's restaurants in LA where they're like 2 hour max.
Yeah, right. Like, please leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
which does not feel great.
No.
It feels nice when you're just like allowed to chill and like,
what a hellhole. Like to come to Los Angeles specifically from any one of these countries.
Oh, absolutely.
To be like,
dude, you told me the LAX Uber lot isn't the coolest thing you've ever been to.
The Laxit system that they're going on might be the seventh circle of hell.
Yeah.
I think whoever designed that should fucking die.
You mean the paper signs they have hung up that's like, take this unmarked bus to get an Uber, and you're like, if you don't know a lick of English, you're like, how would you even figure that out? How would I know
that the Laxit is going to take me to the Uber? Yeah.
They just rip the luggage out of your hand and throw it into the bus. Like,
dude, and meanwhile, like, again, in Amsterdam, and this also brings me to a funny story, but like in Amsterdam, again, it was similar to Japan where it's like at any given time, you can open Apple Maps or Google Maps and you find 4 modes of transportation. You can fucking walk, you can get a taxi, you can get an Uber, or you can take tram or bus.
9 times out of 10, driving was always longer.
Yeah, driving was like worse.
It was like 40 minutes to drive, 10 minutes to walk.
Yeah,
like, wow, more than often.
Absolutely, and
fucking wild.
That math doesn't work, but okay.
I'm not even fucking around because it's like they have to like go
navigate,
like, circle
are they all
around
one ways?
It's like you just cross a bridge, but it's like you have to fucking like do a maze to get there.
Incredible
through your vehicle. Yeah,
absolutely. The tram system too is like really cool because it's super intuitive. Like everything's like labeled correctly.
Just tap
like
to pay.
You literally
Super
tap
easy.
to pay for everything. I didn't even have to have euros really. Like you just really just could tap to pay everywhere.
Yeah.
But dude, there was one tram ride that I went on my Freebird day that fucking killed me, and I wanted to say it on the pod because I get on this thing. It's super packed, and the lady. So in the middle of the tram, there's a tram pilot, like someone who's like driving it, right? And then there's a person in the middle that is like an information desk, but also like checking to make sure everyone paid. And they're surrounded.
Also a dog. Both of them are dogs.
It's okay.
Both of them
did we
are.
mention that? Yeah,
Both of them are dogs, and they're incredibly high.
And their little paws are doing the like pressing the buttons and everything. But there's like plexiglass around them, right? Like to keep them, probably like a COVID precaution,
so
know?
They don't bite people. Yeah.
So the dogs don't bite. So we all cram on this thing, and I'm cramming, and the lady on there goes on the intercom, and she's like, listen, like, I got a beautiful view here. I don't have to go anywhere. Make sure you make room for everyone else. Like, use your feet, fucking walk down to the end of the tram, like, make room. Like, people are trying to get on. Like, she's like, I'm not in a rush. Like, I could sit here all day. And so people are all, okay, cool. Like, everyone's like squeezing in tighter and stuff. And all of a sudden, dude, the tram fucking guns it. Like just goes, like rips down the way. The fastest I've ever been on like a tram. Like, and I'm all, whoa. Like, and everyone's like, whoa. This dude across from me is on his phone and like super relaxed. Tram guns it immediately. Like, these tram stops are not far apart.
Yeah.
Fucking slams the brakes. This dude launches through two other people and slams face first into the plexiglass like a cartoon, like hands up, cheek against the thing. And he was like, whoa, oh my God. And then the dudes next to him are like, and they're like holding up. And then by the time that guy could even collect himself, they just gunned it again. Like, it was like at the back of the tram. Like, he was flying.
Dude, they probably got stuck behind schedule because people weren't squishing it. So they're like,
so
hit the pedal.
So I'm on this
who's
one.
the night bus driver in Harry Potter?
Yes.
Oh, is it Ernie?
Ernie.
No.
Yeah.
Is it Ernie?
Dude, it was totally the night bus.
Ern. Yeah.
And so
Would
then
it be a bumpy ride?
So I'm on this thing like for a few stops though, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. I'm texting the group. I'm like, I just saw this shit go down. And then I'm sitting there. I finally got a seat after a while, and this girl comes like later. The guys or whatever that went flying, they get off.
The guy who has
they got
guy who got concussed.
Half of a face.
Yeah,
his face is like squished like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
He's got Tweety birds above his head.
Oh yeah, he just stumbled out. And then this other dude come up who like I assume are like rolling on something, but all of a sudden like, so they're going again, it's very stop and go. It's a jerky ride. This girl in front of me just passes out, just collapses like into like the dude like that's sitting down
from the G-forces.
I think so. Like, I think like, and the guy that was with her was just like, oh shit, like, and like trying to hold her. It was like, oh, thank you, like, thanks for. The dude in the chair is like, this girl's falling on him and like drooling on him, and the boyfriend or whoever was with her was just like, thanks for being chill about this, don't worry. And like, she's like laying there all like limp. It was crazy. Yeah. And then I just jumped off because I was like, I gotta get out of here.
But you tolerated it.
But I tolerated it, dude.
You like it.
Dude, but Ari...
Wait. I want to say one more thing that we kept doing during the trip because we saw this. We were walking through the city center, and we came across this one dude, and he's with his boys, with his lads, and he is like
that's right.
super British, and he just kept being like, boys, suck around. What are we doing here? Boys.
Hey, so I says to her, I says to Bethany, I come to her and I says, boys, come here, listen here, boys.
Boys. So the whole trip, whenever we're trying to, me and Cole just kept being like, boys, lads. So suck it up, lads, boys.
Yeah, and Anna was being like, dude, I don't know what it is about here, but there's a lot of lads out. And you're like, and it's right, they're all like, kind of like somewhere between ambiguously in their late 20s and like mid 30s.
Yeah,
they're a little rambunctious. They're drunk. They're looking for fun. Yeah. But it's just like 3 to 4 lads in a row.
Yeah, there's always a gaggle of lads.
Yeah,
they're always kind of stumbling by the canal.
They're wearing their best soccer jerseys. Is that
every time?
Yeah,
every time.
And they're also all the Dutch people are the tallest people in the world, so they're all like 6'2", 6'3", like and
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Boys, come on, lads. So I told her, I had the bit about the thing where it's just like, so I says to her, you're plugging in the 1017 to your dependent.
You're not claiming zero on a WK.
It's fucking mental. You're fucking mental if you're claiming zero.
You fucking mental.
You fucking mental.
Boys, suck around. Let me tell you how to find
that did become the mantra of like boys.
You got married this year. You dope.
Dude, you would have loved it. You would have fit right in. You would have been. You're a lad.
You're a lad, dude.
You're a lad.
He's got his baseball cap backwards.
Andrew has his baseball cap backwards right now, and he's looking like a lad.
Wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
No, it's right. I went to Dutchland.
Ari, did you want to talk about how you got sick? You also can be like, we don't have to talk about it at all.
No, I got sick halfway through it. So I spent 3 full days on Instagram Reels in my dark hotel room, blasting the AC. I went into a fugue state of just absorbing like people eating food in their cars and like health hacks and like fucking like
you became meta for a little bit, dude. You went into the metaverse.
I became an AI for a small
Zuckerberg
fraction.
almost had you, dude.
I was just like brain rotting.
Ari, come here and play. Stay in the metaverse, please.
Please.
Ari, don't go.
Yeah, I woke up, I'm like naked and like this like glowing like blue room, and it's just like this giant head. He's just like,
Finally, you're awake.
You have made it to the metaverse.
You're the first one to arrive.
Here's your complimentary barbecue.
Pixels that are like melting.
I want to go back home.
Oh, no, you can't.
You are home.
I've destroyed that.
Yeah, I destroyed the link.
Eliminated. You're home.
I've eliminated the link to get you to Megan.
Dude, I burned through so much of that.
Ari, did you catch up on the internet? Is that
I
you caught up on every reel?
I ran out of internet, and that was the first day.
He reached the edge of the internet.
It was wild. I lost track of time. Megan would just appear from the doorway with like soup and juice every now and then. I'd just like, and I would like suck it in and then pass out, wake up, watch fucking
housekeeping
8 hours.
is like, please, you have to leave. Please, you have to. Oh, really funny side story. When we were in Japan, you have the option of people coming in and cleaning your room. So Colton and I were sharing a room. I forget if we told the story.
I don't know, but we should tell it again because it's funny.
I think it's so fucking funny. Mostly everybody was like, yeah, come in and clean my room. And Colton and I were like, no, just stay out. Just stay out of our room. After 3 days, we received a letter under our door that was like, please.
We are no, it wasn't an option. It was like, we are coming in at this time. Open the fucking door. And we were just like,
you guys are so adamant about not putting people out, but that is so staunchly against like their culture, and they probably were like, they're probably in Phil.
And we're just like, nah, don't come in here. We're like picking our belly button lint out.
They're like, who's living in the room? Is it like a couple? And they're like, it's 2 fully grown men.
Fully grown men.
They're like,
every time they open the door, it reeks.
Yeah, I have the letter because I thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
It is hilarious.
That they were like, after 3 days, we're
going in. They're like, we're getting the hazmat out. We're going in.
Yeah.
I cut you off.
What was cool about the rooms in Amsterdam is that they had the clean my room, don't disturb my room built into like the wall outside the door.
Cool.
So you like push a
Just
button and it like lights up. So my room was like, I'm like, don't fucking come in here.
You know what else they had that was sick? Waterfall showers. It was awesome.
Colton, I spent like 40 minutes in the shower.
I bet, dude. I bet that was the highlight of like when you were sick. You're like, this is the only relief I get.
Do you ever sit in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like it's
just
like
let it waterfall?
I just need to be sad. I'm like,
Rain on me.
Yeah. It's like I feel sick.
In fetal
I'm miserable.
position, like
Andrew, I'm not even kidding. Like my friends are out enjoying the country, and I'm just like, and it's just like, we're rating double cheeseburgers at Shake Shack. How you doing? Yeah. And what I'm telling you, it's bussin'. It's bussin'. And I'm like, is it bussin'? It's bussin'. Well, the water's flowing on me. Is it bussin'?
You should have texted me.
Andrew, I'm not going to text you all fucking...
What was I doing?
Yeah, you're hanging out with your parents and watching Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Colton, we should probably take a break.
I think the couch potatoes are going to need a break from us and their time on the internet right now. I don't know. I was trying to link it back to you.
Oh, God, wait, that was awful.
Stop,
Colton. You're leaning.
I thought he was one of the worst ones. I thought he had something.
Also, his butt was in the mic, so I was prepping for the wettest fart.
Well, I fucking got up.
Was that segue boom? Or was that segue doom?
I'm going to give that segue a doom.
Catch you back later.
Come on, guys. Let's give it a boom. Hey,
It's a
Ari,
Binks
so
thing.
Yeah.
you know how you have the soundboard? Mm-hmm. Andrew and I actually want to add an additional sound to it.
Oh, of course,
Soundbite
yeah.
to it. Yeah. So you know how Andrew and I were a couple of country boys, you know?
right,
We got a little...
You know me.
We got a little country boy bone in us. A couple,
For
you know.
sure,
We
yeah.
like sometimes we like to share little country songs, and
Yeah.
one of them that we like, you know, old Billy Currington. He's got a funny song where he says I'm about to bust.
I'm about to bust.
I thought you were gonna start singing. He's bouncing on my booty cheeks. I love
the way he rides.
Yep.
We do love that song.
We do love that song.
Yeah, we love that song a lot.
Dude,
but
I've been slamming moonshine in the trunk.
yeah, dude.
Hell,
Is that what
yeah,
that's
you
called?
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you call it the pop punk country
It's
song?
pop punk country song, man. You listen to those drums. You tell me that's not pop punk, dude. That
Ari, have
shit
you ever
rules.
listened to that song while driving?
Dude,
You
I
become-
drive faster.
Yeah.
Become
They can't
Dukes
give
of Hazzard.
You can't
Yeah.
get a ticket if you listen to that song.
Nope,
It's ridiculous.
I don't think so. I remember you guys were in the back seat. I screeched
Yeah.
down one street, gave
Yeah.
a big old yeehaw. It was
Yeah, that's right.
awesome.
If you
turn
guys
into a
want to
different
listen
person.
along, it's Brad Paisley's "Moonshine in the Trunk."
that Brad?
Is
Yeah.
it's
It's
a
so
country
good.
song,
I'm not a
but
country
it's like
guy, but that shit rules.
it slaps. We like that round these parts.
59 Camaro.
Welcome back from the break. What should we cover? What do we need to cover?
Are you still sick?
What did you just ask me? What we need to cover?
Yeah, because we're allowed to fucking take a pause. This gets edited.
But you instigated hosting this with me, and you looked me dead in the eye.
took a break.
You
We
started
took a
it.
break.
You.
But we didn't talk about what we were going to talk about during the
Why would
break.
you start it that we had a break? Why wouldn't you say what are we going to talk about during the break? Why are you doing that on air?
Because then every time we sit around, you guys go, press the fucking play button, press the play button. You guys want me to record immediately.
Andrew, am I crazy?
No,
here?
you are crazy because every
Andrew,
time
am I
I wait, every time you guys get mad at me and you go, we should be recording this, and then I record it, and then you guys are like,
stop it.
and then
You
you guys go,
record it.
okay,
Yeah.
what are we doing to talk about?
No, Colton, you record after we're done talking about it, and you go, yeah. So what are we going to talk about, Ari? And you look me
Well,
dead
because
in
we
the
have
eye.
a bit that we start with, but then we don't know what we're going to talk about. But if I ask you guys that
Andrew-
during the break, you get mad at me
Andrew,
and you
I
go, just
am
hit the
not
record
crazy.
button.
I am not crazy, am I?
That's what happens. Don't
Oh
pick
my
a side,
God.
Andrew.
I'm not picking a side.
You look me
Good.
dead in the eye and you say, I'm not crazy.
He is crazy.
That was crazy.
No.
Nobody's crazy.
He's not looking at anyone.
Crazy.
I'm the crazy one.
Oh, welcome back, Eric.
Now Ari's gonna look me dead in the eye and be like, "What are we talking about?"
What are we talking about?
I got something we could talk about.
Yeah, Andrew, launch it.
While you guys were in Amsterdam, other than seeing my parents and going to Star Wars, I did go to one place. It just opened up in Los Angeles. It's called Clifton's Republic. It used to be called Clifton's Cafeteria. It's like a very famous. It's actually the oldest building in America. It was built in 1914.
Of course, yeah.
So, but it is like an LA staple basically, and they were closed for a year.
They got there was water damage.
Plumbing. Yeah, it just
Because I tried to go there and
Yep.
the Google said it was open, and I walked up to it and it was like, oh, this place is very closed.
Dookie water coming
It was
Did
like
you open the door and like a cartoon
brown
a wall
wave?
of-
Yeah.
Dude, I looked in, everything was covered in plastic, and I was like, I think this place is done. That's great.
People thought it was done. Like, people thought it was done.
Yeah.
And so they had a year to fix things. Also, we go, and they're like, yeah, also, we're not done fixing the things that we were going to fix before. Anyway, so
okay.
they just opened up. So now for the next 2 months, they are doing, like, this Cirque du Soleil show. They're not opening, like, the bar or anything. They're doing a dinner show. So, and I'm going to throw up some clips because I think it is the funniest thing. So, for anybody that doesn't know, Clifton's, it's about 3 stories, right? And there's just this big opening in the middle, right? And it's like, how would you describe it?
It's like a courtyard situation
Yes.
where it's like it's a covered building, but it's like 3 stories where the center is open like a balcony,
Right.
And it's like circling around the
Right.
circle. Before there was like a big tree there.
There's
right?
the tree is still there.
Yeah,
So in the
there was a
middle
tree.
there is a tree. Floors 2 and 3, it's just kind of like a
Yeah.
rim around, right?
Yeah.
And you can look down.
Yes.
And so they're gonna do a Cirque du Soleil show. They've got like wires and ropes hanging from the tree and the top of the
Not what
of the
I would
thing.
expect them to
Right?
come back
It's
with.
very odd,
Yeah.
right? But Noelle and I love that place, and we're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna go. So we buy tickets and we go, and we're up on the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Anybody that's on the bottom level gets dinner included. Our seats were just drinks
Because you
included,
can't
whatever.
see anything, so you get dinner.
Because
It's
there's no
fancier.
there's no tables,
Yeah.
so it's like
You
they're
just
like
see
bar
the
tables.
undercarriage of all the actors.
I know.
Just the balls and
So
like, sorry,
they're like performing
gooch.
basically right in front of us, and I started I was like, oh man, I kind of want to be at the bottom. I'm starving, and I
Yeah.
bet it's like cool because the performers are right there. Turns out I don't wish I was on the bottom floor.
Oh,
And I'm going
no.
to show you a video of why. Also, this is like a burlesque thing, so
Okay.
I'll throw up clips that are appropriate. But basically,
This is the bottom floor.
this is me looking down into the bottom floor. People are right up against the stage eating dinner, right? So while this is happening, the like lasagna is being distributed, right? So this is what they decide to do during their performance. So on that fake bed is
on the
feathers.
And
And they start throwing feathers.
Oh no!
And stuff starts getting into people's food.
And he's like, God
I
damn
can't
it!
believe
Yeah.
you caught that, dude.
Yeah, and he was like, dude,
This entire sequence, they just like kept. So now this man is this man is covered in confetti,
pissed.
and his meal now has
covered
confetti,
in confetti.
all over it.
Sweaty feathers
he
in
looks
it.
he looks so angry.
Dude, the front row is like $250, almost $300 for these seats. They get a free meal, whatever. This is the ending. They throw it all up. It goes everywhere. This guy is covered.
man.
Everyone is picking
all picking it
confetti out of their pants. It gets this
Oh,
also.
that's cool. I like
Oh,
this.
dude.
This is cool. So this is for audio listeners.
Dragon.
There's like a blow up dragon that they brought out, and it's like, you know, being on the third floor I think was the best decision because it like interacted with us, but then it also starts going into the crowd and like picking at
one
people's
guy.
food.
It drags its face through someone's food.
But this is. And then it gets really close to us again,
Oh,
which is
dude.
cool
Oh,
because
cool.
we don't have
Oh,
have
Aw.
any food, so we're unfazed by
Yeah,
all of this.
you're
We're just
cool.
having-
that was you
We're
guys.
having
Please,
this-
It goes back down.
It goes back down.
Hey, come on, man.
Please.
Oh, he wants a pick.
And okay, so this is
Dude,
more
this guy
dragon.
can't catch a
I think
break.
this. Then for the finale, they wheel out a bathtub.
Ew, no.
They give the front row umbrellas.
No.
Dessert just came out. They're like running behind. Dessert just came out, and these guys are holding onto umbrellas.
Oh,
Splash down.
Oh.
People's food are
just
covered.
Yeah.
After the show, Noelle and I went downstairs to the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Sopping wet. The tables, the chairs,
Fuck,
everything is
dude.
soaking wet.
Oh my god.
It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
Such a wild thing to introduce as
that's how they open.
Just reopen.
Just reopen.
It's a beautiful place.
All right, but what if we gave you food and then also
that sounds
threw
lovely.
feathers
Yeah,
and
no,
confetti
okay,
and
see, now you
splashed you so you couldn't actually enjoy your lasagna?
A show would be lovely. Just
A show would be
calm
lovely.
little show. Even a guy on a piano just playing, lovely. You know, I don't think I need feathers and 20 gallons of bath water.
Of sweaty Cirque du
and a
Soleil
dragon-
bath water.
A balloon dragon shoving his snout up my creme brulee, you know, like, oh my god, why would they make
I think that it's funny because the dragon to me is the least offensive one. He's like, you're like, yeah,
Yeah, that one's probably
at least that's cool.
I don't think I need the.
Yeah.
So funny. Anyway,
Someone's
I want to
ass
go there.
water.
That sounds good.
yeah, it was great.
Can you
That is
not
cool.
get food at all?
No, you need to be on the bottom floor, and those
Man,
tickets
you
are
can't
very
even,
expensive.
Order like a French fries.
Nope.
I don't.
I was up there and I was like, "Hey,
where's
where's the food?" And they're like, "Oh no, that's just for the first floor." I was like, "Oh, I'll pay for it. Like, I don't care."
And they're like, no.
So they said no.
Speaking of French fries, I thought another funny thing about Amsterdam was and Brussels, Belgium, was they have, there's a lot of like you can buy French fries pretty much anywhere.
They
They're
love
just,
their
like,
fries.
They
there.
fucking
that's
love
like
fried
that's
food,
like a
man.
Dutch thing. They love their
Yeah.
fries.
Fries everywhere, and they give you fries.
Call 'em frites.
And Andrew, actually, I want you to guess this. They give you fries, and it's always served with like a sauce, right? On the menu. You know, you get your standards, you get your ketchups, your mustards, whatever you want. But then there's one thing called fry sauce. And what do you think that is?
You said not ketchup. It's not. Is fry sauce ketchup? No, you just said.
No, I said that.
Oh, sorry.
They have that. What do you think fry sauce is? Dutch fry sauce.
Dutch fry sauce. Cheese?
It's just mayo. It's fucking mayo.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And they're like,
Not that bad. Did you think it was bad?
Sell it. No, it's just hilarious how they sell it as like literally. So we went up to
Oh, like it's not. It doesn't say mayo. It says Dutch fry
yeah,
sauce.
we went up to someone and
Dutch juice.
Anna
Dutch
was ordering and she goes, hey, so what's the fry sauce? And the guy looks at her and he's all, it's mayo. And she's all
Fucking
okay.
idiot. Yeah.
we take one person and we squeeze and we squeeze and we squeeze the Dutch
fry sauce out.
and the Dutch sauce comes out. All of our Dutch sauce is locally sourced right here. We have photos of all of the sauce
And
providers.
the Dutch. Should we do the question of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hit them with that question of the week.
Coucho. Question of the week.
Lads, boys.
Boys.
What's the question of the
We
week?
got a question of the week. Plug it in.
That's my
A fucking
daughter,
podcast.
Amy. That's my daughter, Amy.
What does Michael Caine say? He's just like
Michael
Michael
Caine.
Shows out the bloody door.
You blow off the bloody door.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's
What was that?
it's
That's,
not great.
that's the Italian job? Original? No.
I forget what
The
movie that is, but it's so
They're
good.
they're in Napa. It's like a winery.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine
Michael
talks
Caine.
like this.
Fucking watched Interstellar on the way back. Perfect movie.
I lied, Murph. I
Too
lied.
good.
That's how it is, right?
Yeah. When he's like dying?
Yeah. I lied. You have to see it, and you'll be like, "Oh my god,
Oh my
Andrew
god,
did
the
it so
part
perfectly."
when he's trying to decide when to go, and he's just like, wait. It's like you could go up there and save your family. He's like I can't do that. I gotta go save my family. And he looks at him. He goes, so do it. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's so
So
fucking
good.
good. I love that movie. Fucking awesome.
You gotta see it.
Fucking
No,
and then-
okay.
So I was watching
Is it a
I was
Nolan one?
Yo,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
watching it on my
I'm
iPad. I had to
fine.
like buy it, and I wanted to watch it on the way back, right?
I
And
logged into my Voodoo.
Dude, I paid for the internet on the plane. You could not have logged into that Voodoo.
yeah, the playing internet was dookie.
It literally told you, it was like, hey, we can't be blamed if internet cuts out around the Arctic Circle. We were like, I was
they
like,
said.
okay, sick.
Yeah, man.
Where are we flying over? The Arctic Circle. Nah.
Penguin Wi-Fi is bad. Okay, who has that question?
I was going to ask, because we were talking about Deadpool and
Okay, I got
Wolverine the other night.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to ask you guys, who's your favorite superhero and why? But I think I know Andrew's, because it's pretty obvious, actually.
It's gonna be Batman.
Yeah, it's got to be Batman.
It's gotta be Batman. 100%.
But where does your love of Batman come from?
My love of Batman actually comes from right before The Dark Knight came out. So this was like in 2007, right? The trailer dropped and it like shook me to my core. I was like, this movie is going to be amazing.
The best movie.
And so because of that, I did like a ton of research and I was like, where do I start? And because of that because of that trailer, I read The Long Halloween, which is the best.
That's the best
It's the best one.
Because you know, like, the comics, too. It's not just the...
Well, that's what I started. I started with
Yeah.
that, and then I watched it, and then I like did a whole deep dive into the, and then Arkham Asylum came out around that time.
games are phenomenal,
The games
man.
fucking. It just like was this beautiful time to be a Batman.
Everything
fan.
just got married into,
They
like,
really,
one...
they really just like went all in on Batman in like the 2000s,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
multimedia platforms where they're just, and they, like, I don't even know how like Rocksteady delivered on like
I don't know.
killer
I don't know
game
how
alongside
they,
the Nolan movies.
They
It's nuts.
created
Yeah.
a combat system that is in use today, and it is the best combat system. Like the
fucking-
free flow combat from the
Yeah.
you
feel
so
like
used
a
to the button
badass.
masher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
the
my
cape.
god. Colton, is
Yeah.
yours? I assume you're Wolverine.
I was going to say, I thought about it a little bit, and I
Really?
think
I didn't
I think
know that.
mine's... Yeah, I was going to say, because I don't think I have, like, too big of a fascination with, like, superheroes as much as I do, like, say, like, anime or manga or
I would
whatever.
never know.
Or video games. Like, I like fictional... I like fictional heroes in that sense, but like superhero, like I never
say.
like American comics, like don't really do anything for me. Like I don't really
Interesting.
read them or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I do remember I got sick one time, like really sick, and I remember like for whatever reason, like it was on Comcast, like all the X-Men were out, and so I just started from the beginning, kind of like at your. I was like, I'm just gonna start from the beginning, and I watched all of them, and I was like, I think I love Wolverine. Like, and I think, and it's like,
Did you ever watch the Wolverine
Dude,
when he goes to Japan?
the one where he goes to Japan, dude.
It's it's an awful movie,
Yes.
but it's fucking awesome at the same
It's
time.
so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's what it is about Wolverine that like I'm kind of weirdly sympathetic for is that it's just it can be really bad. Like when Wolverine's bad, it's pretty fucking bad.
I think
But
what's-
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
still like Hugh Jackman does an awesome job. The character himself is fun. Like he has like weaknesses, you know what I mean? Like it's like you put him against Magneto, and like at one point in the X-Men movie, doesn't he like strap him to like a cement block and throw him into the fucking bay?
Yeah.
Like you're just
his
like
his heart's his weakness.
his heart, because he cares.
Because he cares.
And
Also bricks.
and the Japanese what was the company owner, like he's like, like some fucking corporate dude.
Nukes are also pretty intense against Wolverine.
Yeah.
He doesn't like those.
He doesn't like
He survived, but like,
Does he survive them? He
My whole
did
body's
in
made
the
of-
protects the guy.
Wolverine. He survives a
He
nuke.
survives the
That's right.
dropping a bomb that's dropped on the Hiroshima.
But he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it. He's like, ow.
He's not. Yeah, he's not stoked about it, but,
But
he saves.
he saves a guy.
He saves a guy's life.
A guy.
and he
And
becomes
that
that guy becomes a
and
big
that guy's,
corporate.
That guy's
boss.
sick, and he brings him back. But then that guy becomes the Silver Samurai,
Yeah,
and they have a really cool fight.
they have a really sick fight. Yeah, and there's also a weird Venom girl in there that's like not
yeah.
Venom as in the villain Venom, but like she is
Yeah,
like a
she's really
snake
cool.
lady.
She's really cool and sexy.
Yeah. What?
She's really cool and sexy.
Okay, cool. I know. I'm just glad you.
Don't,
Why
don't
would
fuck,
I?
Don't fuck with me. What are you talking about? No, she's
Okay, fuck off.
Oh, she.
All right, who's your favorite?
The snake woman.
Yeah, probably Venom Snake Woman.
Venom Snake
Sexy Venom Snake Woman.
It's a shame they didn't give her a real name.
No, that's what they call her.
Back in the 60s, all these like
What's
Mad
her
Men
name?
types
Yeah.
like, yeah, what should we call her? I don't know.
Yeah,
She's
Venom, Sneaky,
sexy
Sneaky
snake
Venom.
woman. Ah.
Yeah. He hates it, dude.
Why do you hate
He
it?
hates me.
He's mad at you today.
I got mad.
Are you mad at?
Yeah, I
are
got
you
mad.
mad at?
No.
Are you more mad at me or Ari today?
Nope.
If you had to pick one.
If you had to
mad.
pick one.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
question
not
of
mad.
the week.
That's a good question of the week. Who are you mad at?
Who are you mad?
Better question.
What are you
my
mad
question.
at currently?
Better question. My question of the week is who's Colton mad at?
I've always liked Spider-Man. I'm not like a diehard Spider-Man fan though. Like
There are people who are
Yeah.
fucking crazy diehard Spider-Man people.
yeah, like I am not like comic savvy. The only comic I read was the Ultimate Spider-Man, and it was like a collection of them. I just like really like the artwork in it. But I always like the Sam Raimi films, and I was like, oh, these are like really fun. And then like it's cool to see the different iterations. It feels like they always have to reboot Spider-Man every like 5 years, so you're always just like, how are they gonna do it next?
Yeah.
It's like it's weird how much love and support Spider-Man gets, where it's like Sam Raimi thing, and then the third one kind of didn't do so well, but they're like, we'll just fucking relaunch it with Andrew Garfield, which I think those ones are a lot of fun. And those don't do too well, and they're like, well, get fucking Tom Holland in there, and then those ones finally do well, and then it gets a banger animated movie, and it's just like, it's just like there's nonstop support for Spider-Man, which is
I
interesting.
feel similar to Batman, but I do feel like I would say more people like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's, I think,
Because he's
easier to
like-
he's very
he's
easy.
a
to
very
like.
charismatic,
friendly
character.
neighborhood.
Yeah, he's a
Spider.
little sarcastic and snarky.
Yeah.
And I wish he was more snarky in the
The
modern one.
best iteration, if anybody wants to start, it's the animated Spectacular Spider-Man.
Huh?
Spectacular
What year was that? Was that
Spider-Man.
the MTV one?
Yeah, I was gonna say what era is that?
I actually
don't
don't
even
know
Yeah.
the era.
'Cause
but
I watched the MTV Spider-Man animated show.
MTV one.
Yeah, they had an.
Whoa.
I think it was called.
Dude, that's another weird thing about me that like is like I don't understand how I missed this, but Western superhero animated stuff, I have no like. There's no memory of that. I mean, I could tell you, Teen Titans is like my where I go for.
I
it.
never watched like animated X-Men. Like people,
people
are
love that,
Obviously,
and
are losing their mind for
X-Men 97. Yeah. And I
watched
have
a little
no
bit of the
reference
other
for
one,
that.
but I just
I have no Justice League. I'm like I
ended up
didn't watch that.
watching Batman the Animated Series
Yeah.
like when I got into it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit, man!"
Yeah.
It's
Is it
Oh
sick?
my god, dude.
It's so good.
Yeah. See, I
Coming-
haven't even
coming out with a
Dr.
new one.
Freeze, the puppet girl.
Dr. Freeze.
I feel like a one with like a puppet girl, and she's.
Yeah, ventriloquist. Yeah.
it's okay.
Did you watch Batman Beyond?
the sexy ventriloquist lady.
Sexy, not speaker.
Yeah.
Speaky, no.
Did you watch Batman Beyond?
Batman Beyond. I
'Cause
loved Batman.
I was gonna say I never watched it really, but everyone that I talked to was
You don't
like,
like you don't like the old Bruce Wayne New Apprentice thing,
No.
Damien.
No.
No, that's not.
Damien.
No, it's just a different guy.
know.
I'm forgetting his
So
name.
cool.
I never got into it. I didn't like the like futuristic one. I was like, I don't like the future.
Wait, what was that, Ari? Did you hiss at him?
Yeah, there's like a part in the
does he
theme
do
song.
that?
There's a part in the theme song where like, it's like the pose he strikes is so like funny, but the Batman Beyond, he's just like. It's like a little
That's
side.
his energy is like.
Do you remember what I'm
he's
talking
like,
about?
no.
He's like crawling and he's just like, like when the light goes on him.
It's like a big
He's got
onesie.
Nike
Silky,
roller
he's like a
Dude,
bat.
Batman Beyond is like Spider-Verse before Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Yeah.
That the way they like made him like really like kind of like skinny and like like
Stylized,
angular and
like,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, very stylized, and like how he moved is very
Dude, neon and colorful.
I really think they're missing out. We saw that there was like that big push for. I think someone had been going around and was like trying to pitch.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond to WB, but in the style
They're
of like
like-
Spider-Verse.
I saw, yeah, like.
But I kind of think like not to be like you just do Spider-Verse, like do that. Like I think that there is a realm where instead of these live action superheroes, especially for Justice League, where like those characters are larger than life, like you can't make that live action and have it work well. Like they should just do really sick animated things. I don't.
Have you heard that like Reddit pitch for a Batman movie, live action Batman movie?
No.
So
I'm scared.
It takes place at a Comic-Con in the future where all the people who played Batman get together for signing, and they're all washed up, but they play themselves. So it's like, I mean, Adam West passed away, so it's like he can't be in it. But it's like, it's like Adam West. It's
You think that's gonna
Michael
stop
Keaton.
DC from reviving dead actors?
Version. So it'll be like an old person
CG.
who's playing Adam West. It'll Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
It'll be
An
George
old
Clooney.
person.
It'll be
Michael Keaton, right?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Val
yep.
Kilmer did a
Val
Batman.
Kilmer.
He did one.
My
yeah.
favorite one as a kid growing
No
up.
way.
Batman
Okay.
Forever.
Whoa.
Batman Forever with Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones.
Of course, that is
Tommy
favorite,
Lee
yeah.
Jones as Two-Face.
So it's like him, Christian Bale. You get like Ben Affleck, and I guess now you get Robert Pattinson,
yeah.
But it's like they're all washed up and they're doing signings, and like some of them, they all had their own personalities. Some people are like, and it's like it's really lame and sad. But then the con gets taken over by terrorists, and it's up to them to stop it because they have all the training of being a Batman. And the movie's called Batmen.
Oh, dude.
It's kind of like
What a twist.
reminds me of Galaxy
It's like
Quest.
Galaxy Quest,
Galaxy
yeah.
Quest a little bit. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I don't know that they would win against terrorists.
No,
I don't.
they would die.
I think
They
that,
would die,
I
yeah.
don't think that Ben Affleck is gonna do shit against ISIS. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna do anything.
Just gotta watch them find out.
What are
Most
the
of them are-
terrorists after? Like, it's like
The Batman.
I want you every signed piece of memorabilia.
Maybe they think it's part of the like convention,
Oh, yeah.
They're
Give
like,
us your Alan Tudyk signed
Oh.
Funko Pops.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the most.
Give us your Seth Green signed fucking Alf fucking.
they're dressed in like purple suits.
Give us your Felicity Day tape of Star Wars before it was altered.
Nice.
Dude,
Rogue One?
You made it.
Yeah, I'll come up with a few more. Go ahead.
He's having an
Go ahead.
aneurysm.
Go
Trying
ahead.
to...
No, I'm good.
No, I think
I think I'm good.
think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Give us your Nathan Fillion signed katana.
Wait, was Nathan Fillion in Batman at all?
No, he's
these
just
are
talking
just
about
these are just
Comic
Comic
Con.
Con
It's
like
It's like that'd be
staples.
like
Yeah.
Firefly.
It would
Yeah.
definitely be fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening, Couch Kids. Andrew, where can they find us?
They can find us at Couch Kids Podcast on Instagram. If you have any questions of the week that you want to send in, we are Couch Kids Podcast. Don't interrupt
I
me.
didn't interrupt you, dude.
I would never do that to
I
you.
did not interrupt you.
CouchKidsPodcast@gmail.com. If you have a question of the week, please submit it to Coach. Also, very exciting news. We have a Patreon. If you're here, a lot of things happening. If you are here from our drunk history video or from our 1 year video, if you like that, thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah, seriously.
To this is what you're gonna get.
Thanks, dude. For the people that are for the people who are doing Patreon, we're sending out like little handwritten cards and with some art on it, and then stickers. So
Yep.
thanks so much for the people that have signed up.
And that's patreon.com/couchkidspodcast
We
if you want to join.
yeah.
So thank you so much.
We're
We
always
really appreciate
looking
it.
for ways to evolve it. We're gonna add more things to it. We're gonna be releasing more videos.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a lot of fun with like the drunk history things. We want to expand that universe past Kingdom Hearts. So if anyone wants to see anything, we want to ruin our bodies for you. We want to fucking ruin our bodies for you. Yeah.
I did get one review from someone who just started listening, Amy.
shout out
Hey,
to
Amy.
She said, and I quote, "It's fun, but it makes me a little sad.
Nothing really.
actually kinda love
Nothing
that.
really wraps us up as a group more than
Yeah.
that. Yes.
So
Yeah.
a glowing review from Amy. So thank you,
Amy.
thank you so much.
I hope
Amy.
we
Fun,
can cheer up Amy.
but a little
Thank you so
sad.
much who has interacted with us.
Yeah.
Again, we're recording this in advance, so if you have interacted with us, thank you so much.
All right, catch you next week. Bye.
May your heart be your guiding key. We're gonna do that right now. That'll be great.
That's our thing. That's our new
That's our thing.